So how big is the Fairfield community? Because you're a fire department and you have to account for each and every house.
So we have about 2,400 houses inside of Fairfield. So if we were an incorporated city, Fairfield would be the third largest tax base inside of Carroll County.
Oh wow.
The only two that exceeds us is Villa Rica and Carrollton. A lot of people don't realize it. It's because it's a smaller area,
right,
how many houses and how many residents we actually have. On top of that, we have the clubhouse, we have our rec center, we have a beach, and so all of that entails a lot more stuff that we have to do.
Yeah. And like you said, Joe, it's not a full-time department. Is that correct?
No, it is a full-time department.
Okay.
So we have 6 full-time personnel. And we also have 12 volunteers, and then we also have numerous part-time workers, but we have someone on our engine 24/7 manned and paid.
Oh, wow.
We also have 3 officers that are on salary that live inside the gates that are basically on call 24/7. None of our guys ever go on a call by themselves. There's always at least the engine and one of the officers on a call, and the benefit of having 12 volunteers that live inside here, if it's something, major cardiac arrest or something like that, it's standard for us to have a minimum of 6 to 7 people on scene.
Oh, wow.
That's a minimum, but
That sounds good.
it's very nice. And
Yeah.
we had a wreck last year about 2 a.m. and it was a pretty serious wreck. And within 2 minutes, we were already on scene with 8 people. So that's included full-time and volunteers, and it's not a standard in other departments.
Right.
But so we're very thankful for the volunteers, and thankfully that a bunch of our part-time workers also live in here, and they like to show up as volunteers.
Right.
Just because we love the job. So I don't ever leave. I go to most calls anyways, even when I'm not on call.
And that's a good deputy chief right there. That's
So
awesome.
it's nice, and Chief Hyde, he responds all the time as well. So, and our battalion chief, Kevin Moore, he's on top of things too. So we have a great department, and thankfully we are able to be on scene extremely quickly.
It's so important. So the golf tournament y'all have, people just think it's just another sport, it's fun, but it's also to help save lives and to prevent.
Yes, because like with the vent fan, for example, with new technology, this is actually going to be a battery-powered vent fan, but it means like an old school vent fan that we have, it runs off gas, but it's super loud, you can't talk, and what it's used for is to get smoke out of a structure. So when we're in there running the fan, trying to talk to each other, it's just really loud and noisy, and it's very bulky and heavy. Whereas this new one, it's very lightweight, one person can carry it, it's quiet, you don't hear it, and it puts out just as much power as one that we have now that's super heavy and loud.
Oh, wow.
The thermal imaging camera with the new technology, it allows us when we're doing a search inside of a structure to be able to see better, a lot clearer imaging, and it helps us keep track of not only our personnel when we're searching or something like that, but also helps us find a victim that might possibly be inside the structure.
And the golf tournament does make it makes a big difference, especially, and people don't understand just the added cost of how much it would normally cost versus not trying to take from the residents to have a golf tournament.
Correct, because we're privately funded, if we ever have to ask for additional funds for equipment, that essentially takes money out of the residents' pocket to buy that thing.
Right.
And not to say that the residents wouldn't do that, but we try our best to work around our budget because we do have a limited budget. And so with doing fundraisers like this, it helps us not have to ask for money, and it helps us keep upgrading our equipment and staying up to the standard for everything. And like I said, last year's being able to buy 16 bottles, we were 1 year away from all of our bottles being completely expired and us not even be able to use them or be in compliance. And now, thankfully, because of that, that put us back to the standard for 15 years. So just those small things, yeah, they seem small, but that's a big money purchase for us, and it would be a huge chunk out of our budget if we had to come out of our budget for it. So thankfully, for the people wanting to come out and sponsor and be a part of the tournament, that helps us not have to do that.
And this is an annual golf
This
tournament, right?
annual golf tournament. It's our second year. Last year was a great tournament. This year has so far so good. It seems like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Not letting
no
rain
complaints.
stop you, nothing like
No,
that.
we did have to do an hour delay, but thankfully the rain stopped and it's cooled off, and everybody's still having fun. Still having fun?
Having a blast.
Absolutely. That's good. Y'all need any water? Okay. Yeah, we had a really good turnout this year. Last year, I think we had 25 play last year, and then we got 31 this year. So
5 off max.
yeah, we went over a little bit. We let a few slide in, and why not add a couple extra?
Because everybody's watching.
Yeah.
The more I focus on it, the more it's got a chance of going that way.
I'm a 4 handicap.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody took with me was under a 6.
Mm-hmm.
And we legit shot 56. And somebody tried to turn in a 51. And I was like, you're full of crap. There's no way. We birdied and eagled every hole. There's no way.
But it seemed fair to me. Do the shootout at the end, and we'll just
100%.
Yes, sir. No problem.
See, it's always a good time when you're riding around here. They love golf and they love helping, right?
They do. You know what? I mean, you're putting two things together that people enjoy. They enjoy helping out the fire department as well as playing golf. Y'all doing good? Y'all need any water?
Nah, we're good.
All right.
Can we see Kyle drive again?
Don't show that.
It'll be on social.
Edit that one out.
Here, now. Yeah, no, we're getting close. We've only been through 4 holes.
Yeah, that's what I figured it was going to move a little slow.
The guys in front of us are like kind of just chilling though.
But yeah,
They're
thankfully it's
analyzing.
not as hot as it was last year. You played last year, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
hot.
stupid hot last
You know,
year.
So earlier you were talking about last year y'all were able to buy bottles. Can you kind of explain what the bottles were and how important that is?
Yeah,
for the fire
so
department?
they're called SCBA bottles, which are self-contained breathing apparatus. That's what we put in our packs that you would see on a firefighter. That's what gives us the clean air when we go into a structure. They have a life expectancy of 15 years. And over the years, we've bought those from eBay or from different departments, just to, make it by, because, we don't have much money in our budget. But last year, with the way things worked out for the sponsors and everything, we were able to buy 16 of those brand new. So that gives us 15 years from once those were manufactured. So that's a really big upgrade for us, because we've never owned brand new SCBA bottles. And we're thankful for everybody that came out last year and had a good time. It was a lot hotter last year. It was in June, so everybody was sweating, but I drove around and I think I gave out 1 million bottles of water to everybody, but heck, half of them showed back up to play again today, and I'm happy for that, for sure.
So we definitely probably keep it in the springtime, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be in May from now on. I think that's the better plan, even though we got May showers with the little bit we had this morning. But everybody still showed up and out. Just 1 hour delay isn't too bad in comparison to canceling it. So
That's right.
It worked out.
It's for a good cause. So hey, every May, make sure y'all remember that this tournament at Fairfield in Villa Rica, Georgia is the place to be. Help out the firefighters, help out the community essentially, right? So, and have some fun. That's what it's all about.
And make sure you get raffle tickets, because
Make sure you get raffle tickets.
we have about 45 raffle items this year, and they're good raffle items. That's a lot of fun at the end, getting everybody together and getting everybody riled up. It's a lot of fun. We have a putting competition at the end also, which is a brand new Mizuno putter if you win the competition. So that's after you get done playing, you go by, do your putting competition, and then winner takes all at that point. But it's a good time. It's a good turnout every year.
How can they find out more information or follow you guys for upcoming events?
So our website is fairfieldplantationfire.com. As far as reaching out to us, you can email us. We also have a contact link connected to our website. We're also on Facebook. That's where I put most of our information, is on Facebook, because it's 2025, so that makes sense. But
everybody's on Facebook.
I stay pretty active on there. I try my best to make sure that we put all information we can, because I like to stay transparent. So I normally, about 6 months out, will put out the dates for the tournament. We also have a Boston butt sale in December every year, and that's a good fundraiser for us also. And if you're interested in sponsoring a hole next year or anything to do with the tournament, all that's listed. So when you go to our website at fairfieldplantationfire.com, click on at the top, it says golf tournament. Click on it, and it tells you all the available sponsor slots in there. It's a lot of fun, and I know a lot of the sponsors that we've had over the past 2 years have been thankful that they did it. So come out, support, and just have a good time. That's all
Be a
that's all it's
sponsor.
about.
You got a business or something like that, or real estate, it don't matter. Come sponsor, be a part of this awesome tournament, and meet some awesome people. So we appreciate you, Deputy Chief Wendlandt. We appreciate you guys at the Fairfield Fire Rescue.
Well, I appreciate BlueCore Compliance for coming out and being a media sponsor.
No problem. We love being here. We love telling the story of good people and what's going on around the community. So we appreciate it. Letting us be here. Got you.